It's Cardinals time.
Hey, everybody. Hi. Kairi's here at 91
Yo.
hanging out with you for this week's edition of Kairi's Cards Cast alongside Brian Lutes. As always, how you feeling, Brian Lutes?
Hanging in there, man. Hanging over in there. Hung over in there.
Why are you hungover? We didn't even have a Cardinals game this week.
I told you last week, sometimes it just happens. I have to prep for the next game.
Are you concerned that we're going to have trouble?
No, I'm just concerned that I might not have the alcohol tolerance to deal with any type of Seahawks game. But now I do. Being proactive.
Okay, good deals. Anyways, guys, so this week is an interesting week because we actually don't have a game to look back on, and I don't know, man. I'm used to having that. So I guess that we'll just go ahead and get started with this week's
Top 5.
And this week's
Top 5.
is just an excuse for me to play some new background music that I got. It's not even really it's not even really about the
Top 5.
but I needed an excuse to play this song. So
Top 5.
I'm going to go ahead and play the song, and then we will get into the
Top 5.
All right. Oh, that's not top 5 music at all, but I'm keeping it.
What happened?
It's not even.
I want to know.
It's not the one I meant to play. You'll have to listen. You'll have to listen to the podcast that you're participating in. So this week we're going to go over the top 5 defensive players of the last 10 or so years.
Shit.
I got my list ready, Lutes. If you want to disagree with my list, you may. So I'm just going to roll through it. Number 5, DRC.
I
Lutes.
disagree.
Number 4, Carlos Dansby.
He's a cool guy.
Number 3, Calais Campbell.
That's my CC.
Number 2, Pat Pete.
He's awesome. Wait, who's number 1? A-Dub?
Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm going to change my list. I'm taking DRC off and putting A-Dub on.
I told you I disagreed.
Number 1, gotta be the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger.
Really?
Dude, his new nickname is Visa because he's everywhere I want him to be.
Cool. Cool name, man.
I know,
tough.
I thought so. I just thought of that. It's how badass is that, dude?
Man.
Anyways.
Put it on the card. Put it on the cards.
Let's look back. Let's look back at last week's games. Lutes, do you have anything that stood out that you were kind of surprised by that you didn't really
What do you
see
want me
coming?
to do?
I want to talk about last week's games that the Cardinals
What
didn't
happened?
play. There were football games. The Cardinals didn't participate.
All I heard is sing.
That's all I said, so
Oh,
I guess it makes sense.
time out, dude. Let me try this fucking.
The reason that we have so few technical difficulties is because I take this
Real serious. I put my heart and soul into this every single week.
Anyways, so I'm not entirely pleased with my top 5 list. I feel like Antrell Roll maybe should have been on there. What do you think, Lutz?
Yeah, because he had some pretty glorious moments with us. But who are you going to really remove on that list, though?
You know what? Calais made me sad in the last game or two. I can't, but seeing what I've seen him do, I can't take him off the list, though, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys tell me in the
I
comments below who I've missed other than A-Dub. Tell me why I'm stupid.
Well, okay, you're stupid.
Thank you. All right, so moving on. Let's take a look back at last week. Was there anything that you found surprising about last week, Lutz? Is there any game or outcome that you weren't expecting that kind of like you were like, oh, that's not what I thought?
My picks were kind of wacky last week. You guys know I kind of have fun with it. Like the way I say every week I pick the Lions to win and say they're going to go however many wins would be winning out the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So like my Niners pick was kind of in that vein. But then for that to have come true was kind of awesome. I mean, it's not like I'm going to say that I'm a wizard, but like that one, and obviously the Colts beating the Broncos. But the Colts, I've been saying, dude, they were due for a win like that. You heard me say it, and this was the game.
My choice of the Niners, I agreed that the Niners would win, but I feel like it's because Colin Kaepernick had completely lost the respect and like trust of his teammates, and I felt like Blaine Gabbert would sort of reinvigorate that team. Now, obviously, it wasn't Blaine Gabbert that won with his 2 interceptions, 185 yards passing. Yeah, I have the box score in front of me.
But did you see like who the Niners were short? They were short all of their players, all of them, man. Everybody was out for that game. Like, there's no reason that the Niners should have won that game. It's pathetic. The Falcons are who I've been saying they are, and that is not a good team. Not a great team anyway. They're an okay team, but they're – God damn, if you lose to the Niners, Vikings, remember that?
I agree. Tennessee only had to fire Ken Wisenhunt to win a game.
Yeah, but that's what happens. You fire Ken Wisenhunt, all of a sudden you go 10-6. And, like, what's the deal with Bruce Arians coming to town and he's like, yeah, I don't know why it was so hard for him to get a fucking quarterback because it was, like, pretty automatic. That pissed me off so much, dude.
I want to give a shout-out to my friends in the Minnesota Vikings organization and thank them for beating the St. Louis Rams. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, they sacrificed Teddy Bridgewater to do that. Did you see that hit?
Oh, lordy. You know what though? The Joyner hit, I don't feel like there was anything dirty about that. He was already on his way when Bridgewater slid a little bit late.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think that was anyone's fault. I think that Bridgewater slid when he wanted to slide. Joyner was already committed to the hit. When you watch it in real time, when you watch it in slow-mo, it looks like he could have done something. When you watch it in real time, it's obvious that that collision was not going to be prevented. So,
I always kind of like when a quarterback decides to run it and just gets a little creamed.
Yeah, but dude, he was out cold, okay? So, I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that dirty of a hit. But, okay, the other thing I want to talk about is... the Green Bay Packers lost again. That puts them at 6-2, second place in the NFC North behind the Minnesota Vikings, mind you. But the only trouble is that they lost. Well, they lost 2 in a row, which I'm fine with. I let them lose the rest. But they lost to Carolina, who is now ridiculously scary to me. I know that Lutes, I know you believe that Carolina's not legit and that they're just like screwing around or whatever.
Okay, well, come on, man. Okay, well, Devin Funchess got that big catch and everything, so he's stepping up. So they're becoming a little scarier by the day. We'll see how that all shakes out. We may yeah, that's stupid. You're right. It was all stupid. But I'm happy that the Packers lost, so that we kind of do have a shot back at that second bye, so that at least we can prep for it and everything and be healthier for it.
I'll agree with that. I seriously do not like Cam Newton. I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying I don't like him. All right, that's all.
Is he a thug? Is he a thug?
No. He does the stupid Superman move at times, and a guy shouldn't do that. I specifically remember. I think he was a rookie or maybe a second year. They were playing the Giants, and they were down by 4 touchdowns, and he rushed in a touchdown, and now they're only down by 21 points, and he does the Superman move. His team is about to lose the game. In the fourth quarter, they're down by a ton, and his team, he gets a garbage time freaking worthless touchdown against second-string defenses, and he does his Superman move like he's all badass. That spoke to... Now, I know he was younger, but that, in my opinion, that spoke to his character. He's so proud of himself for getting this touchdown.
He's proud of his stats.
Okay, but you know what? The stats that matter are wins and losses, and his team was getting a loss right then. Now, he's not like that anymore. I get that he's grown up, and I get that he has more of a team mentality than he had back then, but it's hard to get that imagery out of my mind of seeing the scoreboard and him smiling all big and proudly doing the Superman move. And plus, they ain't even it's kind of a cool move. That's better than Colin Kaepernick's arm kiss.
Yeah, that's the worst.
All right, let's see. Let's see, what was the other NFL topic I wanted to talk about before we move on to the fun stuff? Let's do some looking forward. Seattle. Are you worried about Seattle? It looks like Lyle Senline may not play. We'll have to start Shipley at center. Is that a problem?
Yeah.
Is Carson Palmer in trouble?
It's a little bit of all the teams to be missing your center on, that's not really one of the teams that you want to have that happen because they have a good D-line and a good pass rush still. But I mean, we got so many ways to come at you. You know, we have a top 5 offense, so yeah. In that respect, we are also not one of the teams that Seattle wants to be going up against because they're a Legion of Boom. Little suspect with Kairi Williams out there. I mean, you simply never touch a Philadelphia Eagles. Anybody who's been on the secondary out there, they're all tainted, and so we got options with that. I'm not too concerned. I really think we're going to win that game. We have to, actually. We have to.
Now, how about this? If we do win the game, and we're 7-2, Seattle falls to 4-5, having lost the game to us at home, can we stop pretending like the Seahawks have a shot at this division? If we beat them on Sunday night in Seattle, can we basically say the Seahawks are not going to be the team that bumps us if anyone does?
If we take the game in Seattle, yeah, the conversation's pretty much over. Because that's really their shot. That's their game to change the tides on that.
But see, here's the thing. They probably know that, though, I'm guessing. So, anyways, so coming up right now. Okay, let's see what order we want to do this in. I think we want to do. Let's do listen up, Lutes. Are you ready? All right, here we go.
The arsenal said ugly shaped feet. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. Dude, these are blind questions, guys. No idea what you're about to ask
me. So you can go ahead and ask me whatever you wanted to ask me. And my natural reaction.
Don't be a square.
Okay. Here we go.
Kick it off.
You ready?
I'm ready. Spinach rack me.
You're not gonna have an answer to this one. From Exatras. It's like extra, but with an A in the middle. Exatra with a Z at the end. Exatras.
No.
Now, hang on. This is the guy with the classic Cardinal logo. So give him some respect for his Flair's classic Cardinal logo. His question is: if all Arizona Cardinal players were characters on the show Archer, which characters would they be?
Are you spinach ragging me right now?
Yes.
Because, okay, don't come on the show and ask me about stupid cartoons. You want to ask me about Pokemon? You want to ask me about Heathcliff? You want to ask me about Voltron?
Wait a second. Hang on. What's the name of the production company that produced Heathcliff?
Dick.
Deke.
No, I'm sorry. Deke.
Yeah, but when we were kids, dude.
It was Dick. Any Dick cartoons. I don't watch Archer. Do I sound like the kind of guy who sits around and watches those types of cartoons? Man, come on, get real. It's Exater, AZ, Arizona. I don't even know your name. I don't know these shows you watch.
Okay.
And isn't that the one with Volta? I don't even know.
Here we go. This one from Soon-to Barman, whose flair is the A-Dub jersey. As you know.
Hey, wait. That's supposed to be retired, bro. Put it away.
Put that shit away. What is your favorite non-football sports moment? That's a good question.
That's a fucking great question. Man. Racking my brain here. I would think that it has to do with something with the Suns. But, like, moment, like, singular moment, I can't say it's that Diamondback shit because, like, I didn't really care. I cared because everybody else seemed to care. Non-football sports moment. How about the time...
Was it Raja Bell clotheslining Kobe?
That's a good one. There was this punk-ass kid at Peter Piper that was, like, rocking everybody at NFL Blitz. And I came up there, I dropped in my 2 quarters, bro. That kid took a hike. He was going to get his Mountain Dew refilled because I took that machine over.
You know what? That's a great response, but Soon-to Barm clearly said non-football, and you went with NFL Blitz. So.
Oh, shit. I'm still racking, dude.
Oh, boy. Shit. All right. Okay, so this one's...
Something cool, man. Something in the Olympics then. How about that time that the United States hockey team beat the Soviets in the semifinals and then went on to beat, like, the Finns or whatever in 1980 before I was born? Yeah, that's mine.
That meant a lot to you, did it?
Yeah, thanks to about to go to the bar in Minnesota.
Enjoy your trip to the bar. All right, so
enjoy your Moosehead lager.
Here we go. You're gonna love this one. This question is from.
I'm loving them all.
This is from December 12/20. His flair is just a regular like present day Cardinals logo. His question is, you're gonna love this. Car B is 30 miles east of Car A and begins moving west at 90 miles per hour. At the same moment, Car A moves north at 60 miles per hour. What is the minimum distance between the cars, and at what time T does the minimum distance occur?
12:20. In December.
12:20 p.m. sometime in December.
No.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and close out.
That's a fucking gotcha question, by the way, man.
I'm supposed to warn Lutes ahead of time if anyone asks a stupid gotcha question. So the best question.
I didn't know I needed to bring my damn slide rule to the show.
I didn't know I was supposed to bring my abacus. All right. So we got the final question for you this week, and it is from a first-time asker by the name of J Schneider 414. And his avatar, this is true, or his avatar's flare is Steve Kime's head, like not a cartoon, like an actual photograph of Steve Kime's head. So it's great. Anyway, so I said to pose your questions for Brian Lutes. In the top I said what do you want to ask? Ask Lutes anything you want. And his question is, who?
Hey, Jay Schneid, 41.4. Thank you for coming onto the show today and bringing your head. So my name is Brian I Never Lutes, and I'm an alter ego of another guy named Brian Lutes, and I'm actually a bard in the world of Norath, where we don't play football. So I'm not so up to speed with the whole football thing. I hope you can appreciate that. But I think a better question might be to ask Jay Schneider 414, or more like literally who?
Yeah, seriously. Who the hell are you, Jay Schneider? You think just because you got a Steve Kime flare that makes you so damn cool?
You're not fooling nobody, man. You're not Steve Kime.
I don't know.
The names don't even match. See, that goes back to that math question.
And how fun. Let's close out like we do most weeks with a good heavy dose of Lutes Locks coming right at you. So this week we have a special guest for Lutes Locks, and that is that we're going to have advice from Sunglasses Man.
Sunglasses Man.
So we got our betting music playing in the background.
Go for it. Yeah.
We're at the Coliseum. We're ready to place our bets.
At the spread.
And
over-unders. Got them all.
We're going to be on the lookout for this week's Who Gives a Shit Bowl. Lutes Locks. Here we go. Buffalo, New York Jets.
Yeah, you're going to have to take the Jets on that one.
Detroit at Green Bay Packers.
Ooh, we're going to do the Packers.
Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Why don't we go ahead and just put one on the fucking ears?
Wow. Carolina Panthers and the Tennessee Titans. God, I hope the Titans win.
I'm going to have to go out here and say without Kez Winston Hunt and Marcus Mariota, we're going to have to go with the Titans.
Chicago Bears and the St. Louis Rams.
Well, there's a great game coming up for you, Chicago Bears, St. Louis Rams. We're going to go with them Bears.
That would be cool.
Dude, these are all going to be cool.
I know.
I'm actually prophesying it. I'm not just guessing.
Forth-telling is what they call. Not foretelling, forth-telling. New Orleans Saints at the Washington racial slurs.
And we're going to go kill some Indians because today it is the Saints coming home and marching on them.
Miami Dolphins at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, that sounds like a number one slam of a game. We're going to have to go with them Eagles.
Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What with the boo? We got damn Pittsburgh Steelers playing them Browns, but we're going to have to take Johnny Manziel, who might not be playing since he's on the team, though, destined to win. Browns.
Minnesota Vikings at the Oakland Raiders.
Well, Minnesota Vikings, you are about to go from 6-2 to 6-3 because them Raiders taking it to the house.
New England at the New York Giants. I'll just point out that New England doesn't have a very good history of playing the Giants. I guess in the playoffs, regular season.
This sunglasses guy coming out here with a great pick. going back to a couple Super Bowl losses. New England remembers them. They're going to come back looking for vengeance. Unfortunately, so is Eli Manning. Picking them Giants.
Kansas City Chiefs at the recently defeated Denver Broncos.
Woo! That sounds like a wonderful game because the Chiefs have been a little underrated since they lost Jamal Charles, but they still have the killer defense. There's really nobody for the pass rush to try to stop, so I'm going to have to go with them Chiefs.
Houston Texans at the Cincinnati Bengals.
That sounds like a good old game. The Texans don't know how to win them, though. The Bengals are going to go tiger up on them Texans boys. Picking the Bengals.
All right. Finally, for this week's... Hang on, I got to fix my sound settings here, and then we'll play the sounder. For this week's...
Who gives a shit ball?
We are looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars at Baltimore Ravens. Pick it.
Ravens. Yo,
And
bro,
of course, final score, Cardinals at Seahawks.
24-10.
And 24, oh man, that'd be cool. All right.
I just struck out, bro. What happened? Did we already do another bit?
No, we're done.
This guy just came and took my headset, man. He looks cool, though. I had sunglasses on.
He had a pretty nice pair of sunglasses.
Who the hell takes a third game?
God damn it, Denny Green, shut up. I didn't mean to click you.
It's Cardinals time.
That's what I meant to do. I got Denny Green on my soundboard. This dude always freaking pops up when I'm...
Real serious. I put my heart and soul into this every single week.
All right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to our freaking weird-ass show this week. Be sure to join us next week when we try to get back to making... I don't know, maybe you guys like this weird shit. Let me know in the comments or hit me on Twitsville or however you want to do it and let me know what you think of this weird shit.
That's what happens when the Cardinals don't play and there's like not really a lot to talk about with the team, you know. We're just like, let's just be goofy.
All right, guys.
But if we didn't make it, we would have lost, so we had to fucking do it.
That's what I'm saying. We should have skipped it last week when there was no game for them to lose. Like, we would have lost on the bye. The Cardinals would be the one team that could come away from the bye week with a loss. They did it in the past, I think. All right, guys. Kairi's here 91. Welcome to Costco. I love you. We'll tell you guys next week for more Kairi's Cards Cast. Tell him, Lutes.
What he said times 6. 414. Jay Schneid.